Welcome to HD Rare Coins 111. What if the change in your pocket held a coin buffalo nickels worth more than your paycheck for the next 2 years? Top 1. What if I told you there's a 5-cent coin out there that could make you richer than a luxury car, a fancy watch, or even a small house, not a gold bar, not a rare diamond, just a single nickel. A nickel that looks ordinary. A nickel that could be sitting in your house right now. A nickel so rare, so powerful, and so insanely valuable, it has turned average collectors into six-figure success stories. It's called the 1925 American Buffalo Nickel, and not just any version. I'm talking about the ultra-rare, secretive, almost mythical proof coin, struck in a way most people don't even know existed. This coin isn't just valuable. It's dangerously valuable. Because this tiny piece of metal, weighing just 5 grams, has sold at major auctions for an eye-watering price of $100,000 to $150,000. Yes. One nickel. Worth more than a luxury SUV. More than your dream vacation. More than years of hard work saved up in a bank account. And the wild part? Most people have absolutely no idea what they're holding. Let's go back for a second. In 1925, the U.S. Mint produced buffalo nickels like it was business as usual. Millions of coins were made. You'd get them in change. You'd toss them in jars. They were everywhere. But buried deep in that massive production run, a few select coins were made differently. They were struck with proof dies. That means double struck. That means polished. That means mirror-like shine. These weren't regular coins. They were made for presentation. For collectors. Not for circulation. And today, finding one in the wild is like winning the lottery. But only if you know what to look for. This isn't guesswork. This isn't a rumor. There are confirmed sales, verified, authenticated, professionally graded coins that prove just how rare and valuable this 1925 proof buffalo nickel really is. Some have sold privately. Some have gone under the hammer at major coin auctions. But every time one appears, the room goes silent and the bidding explodes. Because the number of surviving examples? Tiny. Barely any are out there in top condition. And every single one that shows up becomes the center of a collecting war. So how do you know if you're staring at one? Here's what to check. First, the date must say 1925, clean, clear, and untouched. Second, look at the coin under bright light. If the surfaces reflect like a mirror and the details are razor sharp, the feather strands, the cheekbone of the Native American, the texture of the buffalo's fur, that's a major clue. Third, look at the overall condition. Proof coins are usually in better shape because they were never meant to be spent. If your 1925 nickel looks too perfect to be real, don't ignore it, investigate it. And finally, the only way to know for sure? Get it graded by PCGS or NGC, the top 2 coin authentication companies in America. They'll confirm if your coin is the real deal, and what grade it earns. If it comes back as a proof strike, especially in gem condition, buckle up. Because you might be holding a coin worth $100,000 to $150,000. You've heard that right. One old nickel. Worth enough to buy your dream car, clear your debt, or drop a down payment on a beach house. And this coin isn't gone. It's not locked away in museums forever. It's still out there. In boxes. In closets. In basements. In collections people haven't touched in decades. The person who finds it could be anyone, and the next one could be you. So stop what you're doing and check. Look through your old coins. Ask your family. Visit estate sales. Dig into flea markets and antique shops. Because these nickels don't come with flashing lights. They don't scream, "I'm worth a fortune." You have to know. You have to see it. And now you do. So if you ever come across a 1925 buffalo nickel with mirror shine and perfect details, don't spend it. Don't toss it aside. Get it graded. Because it might just be your one chance at $100,000 to $150,000. Subscribe now if you want to keep hunting hidden treasure like this. Hit that like button if this made you check your coin jar. And drop a comment if you've got something from 1925. Because the next great discovery might be just a 5-cent coin away. Your fortune could be hiding in your pocket. Top 2. What if I told you that one of the most valuable coins in America right now isn't gold, silver, or platinum? It's a nickel. Yes, a nickel. 5 cents. A coin that most people ignore. A coin that looks completely ordinary to the untrained eye. But for those who know what to look for, it's a payday most people only dream about. This is the 1934 American Buffalo nickel, not the everyday version. I'm talking about the rare, mysterious, and almost impossible to find proof strike, made with precision, detail, and power, a coin pulled from a proof set, hidden from the public, and now hunted like buried treasure. You see, the average person has no idea this coin even exists. They think it's just another piece of old change, a coin from the past, maybe worth $1 or $2 if it's lucky. But the truth? The truth is shocking. Because this one coin, this single 1934 proof Buffalo nickel, has turned coin dealers into obsessed detectives, collectors into full-time hunters, and regular people into overnight success stories. Let's rewind to 1934. The Great Depression was still holding America in its grip. Money was tight. Coins were used, abused, and worn down by survival. But behind closed doors, the U.S. Mint was still quietly creating a few specially struck coins, made not for circulation, but for collectors, archives, and special presentation. These were proof coins, struck on polished dies, with flawless surfaces and intense, mirror-like finishes. And in 1934, a very limited number of Buffalo nickels were struck as proofs. They weren't released to the public. They weren't announced. They weren't even listed in major catalogs at the time. These coins were a quiet masterpiece. Today, most of those proof strikes are lost. Gone. Destroyed. Forgotten. But a few survived, just a few, and the lucky people who find them? They find out very quickly that they're holding a fortune. This isn't speculation. This is fact. Coin grading services like PCGS and NGC have confirmed the existence of genuine 1934 proof-struck Buffalo nickels. And every time one surfaces, it sends shockwaves through the numismatic world. Why? Because this is one of the most elusive and valuable Buffalo nickels ever made. It's not just rare, it's practically a ghost. A coin that only appears once in a blue moon. And when it does, the offers roll in. The auction rooms get loud. The bidding wars start, and the price tags? Let's just say, you'll want to sit down for that part. But before we get there, let's talk about how to spot one. First, the date must be 1934. Obvious, yes, but crucial. Next, the coin's surface should be dramatically different from a normal nickel. You're looking for a mirror-like finish. A deep, glossy shine. Not dull, not gray, not flat. We're talking about a surface that reflects light like glass. Look closer. The details should be razor sharp. You should be able to see the texture in the feathers, the strands of hair, the tiniest grooves in the buffalo's body. These coins were struck with more pressure and care than everyday circulation coins. They pop with depth and contrast. If you suspect your coin fits these signs, the next step is the most important: authentication. Send your coin to PCGS or NGC and have it graded. If it comes back as a verified 1934 proof strike, especially in high-grade mint state or gem-proof condition, you're not just holding a collectible. You're holding one of the most valuable nickels in the entire world. And now, for the moment you've been waiting for. This 1934 Buffalo nickel, struck as a proof and confirmed in pristine condition, has sold for as much as $100,000 to $133,000. Yes. That's 5 cents turning into over 6 figures. A single coin, worth more than most people's annual income. A coin small enough to fit in your palm, but powerful enough to buy a luxury car, fund your retirement, or change your life in an instant. This isn't just coin collecting. This is treasure hunting in real life. And here's the part that should have you running to your collection right now. This coin could still be out there. It could be sitting in someone's inherited box of coins. In a family collection. In an estate sale. In your house, right now. The difference between 5 cents and 6 figures? It's all about knowledge. About recognizing value before anyone else does. So go look, search your collection. Check your old coins. Ask your family. Hit the antique shops and flea markets. You never know when you'll stumble across the right coin, the one with that proof strike, the 1934 date, the mirror surface, the jackpot hiding in plain sight. Because one day, someone will find the next one. And it could be you. Top 3. You're not going to believe what a single nickel from 1927 is selling for right now. We're talking about a coin that could be hiding in a drawer, sitting in a jar, or passed down through your family without anyone realizing it's worth more than a brand new luxury SUV. The American Buffalo nickel from 1927 isn't just a collectible, it's a treasure, and the kind that turns everyday people into six-figure success stories. This coin is one of the most iconic pieces of American history, designed with stunning detail that captures the true spirit of the United States. The Native American profile on one side, the bold American bison on the other. It's a coin that tells a story. But what most people don't know is that certain 1927 Buffalo nickels are now worth a small fortune, and the real jackpot comes when it's from an actual proof set. Proof coins are something completely different. These aren't your typical circulation coins. These were made with extra care, struck multiple times with specially polished dies to create sharp, high-definition details and mirror-like surfaces. Only a very limited number of these proof versions were ever made in 1927, and even fewer have survived in pristine condition. That's what drives their insane market value today. Right now, coin collectors and investors across the country are scrambling to get their hands on this exact coin. They're checking their old collections, going through inherited coin boxes, and hitting up estate sales with one goal: finding the 1927 proof Buffalo nickel. Because if you do, you could be looking at an absolute monster payday. The real heat is coming from auction houses and private buyers who know just how rare this coin is. These proof set nickels don't just look beautiful, they're practically museum pieces. Every tiny detail is sharp, from the feathers in the Native American's hair to the fur on the buffalo. And if it's been kept in excellent condition? That's where the big money comes in. There are stories of people finding one of these coins without even realizing what they had. A coin tossed aside, thought to be ordinary, turning out to be an ultra-rare proof worth serious money. We're not talking about a couple $100. Not even a few thousand. These coins have sold in private sales and at auction for jaw-dropping amounts. And here's the best part. We're seeing these coins sell for as much as $100,000, all the way up to $148,000. Yes, you heard that right. One small coin. One big reward. If you've got coin jars, check them. If your grandparents left behind a collection, go through it. If you're at a flea market, antique shop, or estate sale, start digging. This is one of the most sought-after coins in the country right now, and the next one found could belong to you. Don't sit on this information. Share it. Like the video. Subscribe if you want more alerts about rare coins that could change your life. Because the American Buffalo nickel from 1927, especially a proof from an actual set, is more than just metal. It's real money. It's real history. And right now, it could be worth between $100,000 and $148,000. Top 4. This might be the most powerful 5-cent coin you'll ever hear about. No, it's not silver. It's not gold. But it could be hiding in plain sight, and it could be worth more than most Americans make in a year. This is the 1935 American Buffalo nickel, and if it's from a proof set, you could be looking at one of the most valuable nickels in the history of U.S. coin collecting. Think this is just another old coin? Think again. Right now, collectors across the United States are on the hunt. Coin dealers are watching auctions like hawks. Investors are pouring cash into rare collectibles. And at the center of it all is this one coin, quiet, unassuming, but packing the kind of value that can absolutely blow your mind. Let's talk about what makes the 1935 Buffalo nickel from a proof set such a monster in the market. First, this isn't your average nickel. The Buffalo nickel, also known as the Indian head nickel, ran from 1913 to 1938, and it's one of the most legendary coin series ever minted. But in 1935, the U.S. Mint created a very limited number of proof coins, made not for circulation, but for collectors, dignitaries, and select government archives. These weren't tossed into cash registers or dropped on sidewalks. These were struck with polished dies and blanks, designed to be flawless. And that's where the value comes in. Proof coins are different. They have sharp edges, deep mirror-like fields, and crisp, high-definition detail. The difference between a circulated coin and a proof is night and day. On a proof 1935 buffalo nickel, every feather in the Native American's hair pops. The buffalo's fur looks lifelike. The surfaces shine like glass. These coins were struck with care, intention, and precision, and fewer than you'd ever imagine still exist in top condition. Most people have no idea that the old coin in their family's drawer, or the one sitting in a cardboard flip in an antique shop, could actually be worth thousands. Or even more. Here's where it gets real. Collectors all over the country are desperately trying to find this coin. The few that have surfaced at major auction houses have caused bidding wars, driving prices higher and higher. The coin's rarity, combined with its historic design and proof quality, makes it one of the most wanted nickels in the entire coin collecting universe. And this demand? It's not slowing down. Coin collecting in the United States is more popular than ever. Prices for key-date proof coins, especially in top condition, have exploded. Everyone from beginners to seasoned investors is watching this space. The 1935 Buffalo Nickel Proof has become a holy grail, and it's showing up in the most unexpected places. Estate sales, old bank bags, safe deposit boxes, forgotten family collections. If you've ever inherited coins, bought a dusty collection at a flea market, or even found a random nickel that just looks different, don't toss it aside. That coin could be the one. And now for the moment that turns this story into a reality check. A 1935 American Buffalo nickel from an original proof set, when found in near-perfect condition and professionally graded, has sold for between $98,000 and $133,000. Yes. One small nickel. Almost a house. Almost a retirement fund. So check your coins. Look closely. Because that little piece of metal could be your ticket to an unexpected fortune. Top 5. What if I told you the next big investment opportunity isn't in stocks, crypto, or real estate? It's in a 5-cent coin that could turn your pocket change into pure profit. And no, this isn't some fantasy. It's real. It's rare. And it's happening right now with one of the most iconic coins in American history, the 1936 Buffalo Nickel. This coin isn't just another collectible. It's a ticking time bomb of value. But not just any 1936 Buffalo Nickel, we're talking about the one from a proof set. This is the version that was never meant to circulate. It was made with special care, stunning detail, and limited release. And today, this coin is breaking records and blowing the minds of collectors and investors all across the country. This isn't hype. This is the truth. The Buffalo Nickel, also known as the Indian Head Nickel, is already one of the most legendary coin designs ever minted by the United States Mint. That bold Native American portrait on the front, and the powerful buffalo on the back, make it a standout in American coinage. But the 1936 proof version? That's the real prize. Here's why this year is so important. After 20 years, the U.S. Mint resumed striking proof coins, and the 1936 Buffalo Nickel was part of that exclusive comeback. These proof coins weren't mass-produced. They weren't tossed into circulation. They were carefully crafted for collectors, with polished blanks and precision dies, producing an ultra-sharp design and a glassy, mirror-like finish. Only a small batch was made, and even fewer survived in pristine condition. So here's the million-dollar question. How do you know if you have one? Look at the shine. Proof coins have a deep, mirror-like background, almost like a reflection. The Native American's hair and feathers will pop with detail. The buffalo's fur, tail, and horn will look razor-sharp. If your coin has no wear, full luster, and looks like it was struck yesterday, you might just be holding one of the rarest nickels in U.S. history. Collectors know this. Dealers know this. And the people who've stumbled across these coins by chance? They're cashing in hard. These coins aren't just valuable, they're life-changing. Proof 1936 Buffalo nickels in excellent condition are being hunted down across the U.S. from coin shows to estate sales, garage boxes to safe deposit boxes. Some have been found in forgotten collections, passed down through generations, and sold for staggering amounts in private deals and auctions. And let's not forget the collectors who are ready to throw down serious cash just to get one into their personal vault. The coin market is on fire right now, and this nickel is one of the hottest coins in the country. If you've got one sitting at home, if you've inherited coins, if you're a reseller, collector, or even a curious picker, this is the time to look. Because what you might think is just a cool old coin could actually be your next big financial break. Now here's the part that blows it wide open. A 1936 Buffalo nickel from an original proof set, in high-grade condition, has been known to sell for between $98,000 and $123,000. Yes. You've heard that right. $98,000 to $123,000 for a 5-cent piece of history. Still think coins are just for fun? Think again. Subscribe for more shocking coin values. Like this video if you want more real coin money facts. And don't forget, check your collections. That little nickel might be worth a fortune. Top 6. Imagine holding a coin so rare, so valuable, that it could instantly change your financial future. Not gold. Not silver. Just 5 cents, one single American Buffalo nickel from 1936. But this isn't just any Buffalo nickel. This is the proof set version. A real deal, mirror finish, hand-struck masterpiece that's now being hunted by collectors and investors all over the United States. This is the kind of coin that disappears into private collections, rarely sees the light of day, and when it does, the price tag will absolutely blow your mind. The 1936 Buffalo nickel is one of the most legendary coins ever minted in U.S. history. And while millions of regular nickels were made that year, something extraordinary happened at the U.S. Mint. For the first time since 1916, proof coins were back, and the Buffalo nickel proof set was born. Only a few thousand of these were made, and many didn't survive the decades. That's what makes this specific coin so insanely valuable. These proof coins weren't made for everyday use. They were never meant to be spent. They were produced with extreme care, struck multiple times using specially polished dies and blanks, creating a sharp, clean, and mirror-like finish that you won't see on regular coins. Each one is a work of art. And in today's market, that detail and rarity are worth more than ever before. Right now, in 2025, the demand for high-grade Buffalo nickel proofs is exploding. Coin dealers, major auction houses, collectors, even investors in rare assets, they're all zeroed in on this exact coin. It's become a status piece in the coin collecting world. And if you have one, especially certified by PCGS or NGC, you might be sitting on one of the most profitable pieces of metal in the entire US coin market. But here's the thing, most people don't even know what they have. That old box in your attic. That inherited coin collection from your grandparents. The dusty drawer in an antique store. These coins have shown up in the most unexpected places, and people are pulling in 5 or 6 figures overnight just for finding one in top condition. What should you look for? Start with the sharpness in the Native American's face. Every line, every feather, every tiny detail should be crisp. Look at the buffalo, its horn, its fur, the texture in the field. And the biggest giveaway of a proof? That deep, mirror-like shine in the background, like a glassy reflection under light. If your coin looks like that, don't waste a second. Get it graded, get it verified, and get ready, because you could be holding a fortune, and this isn't hype. This is real. 1936 proof Buffalo nickels in near-perfect condition are bringing serious money. These aren't collector's items anymore. They've become investment assets. Tangible wealth in your hands, gaining value year after year. Now here's the number that changes everything. The 1936 American Buffalo nickel, from an actual proof set and in pristine condition, has sold for between $100,000 and $125,000. Let that sink in. $100,000 to $125,000. For a nickel.so, start searching, start checking, and don't overlook a single coin. Because the next time you pick up a 1936 Buffalo nickel, it could be your payday. Top 7. What if I told you one of the most valuable coins in America isn't gold, isn't silver, and doesn't come from a vault, but from a 5-cent piece you might already have and not even know it? That's right. One tiny, unassuming nickel, specifically the 1937 Buffalo nickel from a proof set, has the potential to be one of the most profitable finds of your life. You see, this coin isn't just rare, it's a money magnet. It's time to look at your collection, check those old coin albums, and go through that jar of change again. Because this particular nickel has exploded in value, and it's now one of the hottest, most hunted coins in the United States. Collectors, investors, and even first-time pickers are chasing it down. Why? Because it's worth a small fortune. Let's break it down. The American Buffalo nickel, also known as the Indian head nickel, is already one of the most iconic designs in U.S. coinage history. That powerful Native American profile, the majestic buffalo on the reverse, it's pure Americana. But what makes the 1937 version from a proof set so different is that it wasn't made for the public. These weren't struck to be spent at the store. These proof coins were specially minted with polished blanks and dies, crafted for collectors and dignitaries, and produced in limited quantities. We're talking mirror finishes, crisp, high-relief details. Coins that were made to be preserved, displayed, and admired, not used. In 1937, the mint created proof sets in small numbers, just a fraction compared to circulating coins. And out of those, only a few of the Buffalo nickels survived the test of time in pristine condition. That's where the true rarity kicks in. Now here's what you need to know. If you're holding one of these proof Buffalo nickels from 1937, and it's in excellent shape, you could be looking at a coin that's not just collectible, it's highly investable. A financial asset. A piece of American history that's now being traded like art and fine gold. Want to know what makes these coins stand out? Check the strike. Proof Buffalo nickels have a sharp, mirror-like background. Every tiny detail on the Native American's headdress is bold and defined. The buffalo's fur looks textured and deep. There's a certain brilliance to the coin that regular nickels just don't have. No wear, no dullness, just shine, sharpness, and full detail from edge to edge. Collectors across the country are scouring estate sales, old coin shops, and inherited collections just to find one. And when one shows up in high grade, the bidding wars start. Prices soar. Private collectors and big-time investors start calling. This isn't a fantasy. It's a real trend happening right now in the coin world. Rare coins, especially proof strikes, are going through the roof in value. And the 1937 proof Buffalo nickel is riding that wave hard. If you've inherited coins, if you've got a box full of nickels from decades ago, if you're a dealer or even just casually curious about coin values, this is your sign. Look again. Because this one coin, just 5 cents in face value, might actually be your shot at serious profit. And now the moment you've been waiting for, the 1937 American Buffalo nickel from an actual proof set, when found in superb condition and authenticated, has sold for between $98,000 and $123,000. Yes. For one nickel.so, stop scrolling. Start searching. And never, ever underestimate the power of one coin to change everything.